Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Banner Boy Gaines back with another video here. And today's video title is going to be having options and how debt affects your life. As you all know, we're all in this is a government shutdown here in the United States. And I've been wanting to make this video for a while. I normally do the certifications and IT thing, but I just wanted to kind of tie everything all together, at least from a technology perspective, and even just from a life perspective, especially if you're in debt. One of the biggest things that me and my coworkers talk about in IT, and that I'm always championing for, and which I learned thanks to many channels and resources like Dave Ramsey, is debt. And it seems like if you definitely in debt, it severely limits your options on what you can do. Sometimes debt forces us to stay in jobs that we hate, or you got bills you got to pay. You might have a family, wife and kids and things like that. And one of the most important things that I've learned is if you can get out of debt, it makes life a little bit easier. It doesn't, your problems don't go away 100%, but it definitely makes life a little bit easier. You walk around, a little bit with your, with your chest out. You don't have to walk around with your head down all times. But if you can definitely pay off your debt, or at least lower your debt and control and lower your spending, your monthly spending and yearly spending, it definitely gives you some options. Because especially in this economy, and then just like I said, with the rise of this government shutdown, you never know. These companies can lay you off at any minute, let you go, fire you. You never know when you might have a medical emergency. Something may happen at the house that requires you to spend a lot of money. So definitely having options as far as, having some cushion room and an emergency fund is good. It definitely helps. Like, I definitely lowered and paid off a lot of my debts that I have. So at least, whether something happens at work or with my job, I'm not too worried and concerned. Plus, like I was telling you guys, this is why I always tell you to have you some options as far as networking with recruiters, doing LinkedIn, and also too starting you a side hustle and a side business. It's just so much easier whenever you have options. You no longer worry about too much about what if this happens. So that's why I always tell you guys to make sure you network with people, network with friends, keep a professional image. Don't want to burn any bridges, but having options definitely make your life a lot easier. So you're not too concerned about, what happens at the job, or who knows, you might be dealing with a crappy job that you can't take anymore, as far as it's affecting your health and things like that, and you want to get out of it. So definitely having not only, saving your money and stacking your money, but also if you can, you might be able to invest your money in different things. There's many different ways to invest. There's many different channels on YouTube. I'm not gonna really get into it, but like I was saying, having side hustles, running a side business. So when you're not at your main job, having money coming in. It's this day and age, this is a different generation. This is more of a entrepreneurial type of generation that we live in the world that we live in today. The days of working 20 and 30 years at one company are definitely over. So having options definitely makes your life a lot easier. Just, like I said, if you guys could, financial literacy, I think is something that's really important, that I think that should be taught in these schools. Like I said, I've done dumb stuff, I've been in debt, been out of debt. But one thing I learned though is just that it wasn't until I broke that habit and that pattern, until, I just started learning about how finances work, having those options, creating you a little side business. So, if something does happen at the job, I know I'm all right. And so, and another thing too, that I want to just kind of throw in, this might be on topic, might be off topic, but like I always say, especially for a lot of people who go get these, if you're go get the certifications, you have some kind of highly skilled degree, and like I said, you're having trouble trying to get a job, and you've been applying to places, haven't heard anything back. Some of those skills or services that you accumulated over time, why don't you just offer your own services, start your own business, start your own service? You know, you can't wait for these companies to hand anything out. Just like I said, when I was first trying to get into IT, I got turned down a whole bunch of times. And, you know, I was applying to jobs. I didn't hear anything back. So what I said was, you know what, screw it. You know, I'm going to go ahead and do my own IT consulting, computer repair and type of things like that. I did all of that. And I basically gave myself experience. And then, you know, fortunately, I lucked up, you know, and finally got an opportunity. So, I mean, you have to really be self-sufficient and self-reliant. Like I said, man, having options makes your life a lot easier. You know, you don't necessarily worry about, you know, the negative impacts. But that's just all that I wanted to share for today in this video. But make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Peace.